Let's start at the beginning, though. What's your journey and what brought you to this province?
Actually, I came to this province to do my PhD in folklore. And then I ended up being a photographer. That's kind of like magic, but you don't know what life brings to you.
Wow. What sparked your interest in photography, or how did you go that path?
When I came to Newfoundland first, I was very impressed by the landscape here because it was very different from what I saw when I was in China. So that gives me inspiration and impetus to be a photographer and taking more photos of landscape in Newfoundland. So that's why I traveled with my best friend Robert Tilley, who is also a model in my book. We traveled around almost everywhere in Newfoundland taking photos. And that's the beginning of my journey of being an artist. And then later on, I find my interest in doing fine art portrait. So I just began to do portraits after landscape pictures. And you can see the latter half of the book is about portraits, and Robert is also a model there.
Right. So how did you meet Robert? Because he obviously became your muse and a big inspiration.
Actually, Robert and I met first in 2017 when I first came to Newfoundland as a visitor, just to do a tour here and see what the city is like. So Robert and I met at that time, and he becomes my tourist guide here in St. John's. So he drove me around and showing me places here, and that's why our friendship began. Yeah, actually, I brought a little photo album here. It's also called Impressions Newfoundland.
Right.
That's this album. I made it in 2017 during my 1-month journey in St. John's. Also in some neighboring cities, neighboring places like Bay Bulls and Whitlass Bays or Braga South. So Robert showed me around these places, and at that time I really didn't know much about photography, but I just like to take photos with a very basic camera. So I did some snapshots of the city of the Newfoundland, and I made all these photos into a photo album. It's called Impressions of Newfoundland in 2017. So I printed out and gave it to a few friends I made here. I bet some of them still have it now. And then a few years later, under the same name, it developed into this beautiful book.